Every day it rises. The biggest, hottest, most powerful object in our sky. It gives us light, warmth, and life itself. But admit it, you've wondered. What if I could just touch it? Would you burn? Would you melt? Would you explode into cosmic glitter, or would something way stranger happen? Welcome to the impossible question, what if you touched the sun? Picture this. You're floating in space. Everything's quiet. Then you look up at the big glowing ball that's been keeping us alive for 4.5 billion years and think, you know what? I want to touch it. This is either the bravest idea in history or the fastest way to become space popcorn. Let's find out. First off, the sun is 150 million kilometers away. That's about 400 trips to the moon, or, for Earth people, roughly how far your crush lives when they say, I'm kinda busy. Even if you had the fastest rocket humanity has ever built, it would still take months to get there. And that's just the distance. The real boss fight? The heat. Because long before you even see the surface, your spaceship would be like, hey buddy, you know how microwaves cook food from the inside? Yeah, that's you now. By the time you got even remotely close, your ship would melt, your protective suit would vaporize, and you'd be nothing but a very dramatic sparkler in the void. But let's say, because this is what if land, you've got an indestructible spaceship and an infinite sunscreen budget. You're getting close. You stretch out your hand. The sun's surface temperature? Around 6,000 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt diamonds like butter, turn steel beams into soup, make your oven at home look like a cool autumn breeze. Touching. The sun isn't like touching fire. It's more like touching fire that ate another fire, then got promoted. And here's the kicker. You wouldn't burn. Burning is too slow. At 6,000 degrees Celsius, the atoms in your body would start vibrating so violently that your molecules would basically quit their jobs and scatter. It's not ouch. It's not ah. It's you no longer exist. But that's just the surface. If you somehow kept going deeper into the sun, you'd hit the core. And the core? That's 15 million degrees C. That's so hot that hydrogen atoms, the tiniest things in the universe, are smashing into each other so hard they fuse. That's where the sun makes its energy. Every single second, the core releases more power than 1 billion nuclear bombs. So if the surface is instant obliteration, the core is, physics doesn't even have words for this. Here's the wildest part. Even though the sun could vaporize you faster than you can say, ouch, you actually owe your life to it. The light and warmth that make Earth livable? That's the leftover energy from those nuclear reactions in the sun's core. Plants eat that light. Animals eat the plants. You eat the animals. Congratulations, you are, in a very real sense, made of sunlight. So if you touch the sun, in a weird way, you'd just be going home. A very, very fatal homecoming. So, what happens if you touch the sun? You don't burn. You don't melt. You don't scream. You just cease to be faster than the universe could even notice you were there. It's like trying to hug a nuclear explosion, except the explosion never stops. But hey, on the bright side, beat. You'd finally be hotter than your ex said you were, so maybe don't try to touch the sun. Instead, just step outside, feel its warmth on your face, and remember, that same star powers every breath you take, every bite you eat, and every laugh you've ever had. The sun is deadly, beautiful, and legendary. And as long as we keep our distance, it will keep us alive for another 5 billion years. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the impossible, leave a like, share this with a friend who thinks they're fireproof, and subscribe for more what-if adventures. Stay curious, stay safe, and whatever you do, don't touch the sun. Fade out with glowing sun plus epic music.